everybody, welcome to What's in the Box, the quarantine panel show with a box and with guests. I had ginger nuts and custard creams and a glass of milk for breakfast. Because it's lockdown, food doesn't matter anymore. You don't have to have traditional foods. What have you had for breakfast today? Let me know in the comments. I am desperate for content. We've got 2 returning guests today and 1 brand new one. And I'm going to bring on the brand new one first. It is comedian Deaves. Hello, Cy.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. What did you have for breakfast?
I had Asda's own brand honey nut cereal.
Honey nut cereal. What is the brand of what is the Asda brand name for that? Is it just bee circles?
I think that it's right on the nose, and it's just honey nut cereal.
Beautiful. I love that. Welcome to the show, Cy. Have you got any idea what to expect?
Yeah, I've watched a couple of these, so yeah, I've got some idea.
Okay. They're usually different. The rules change every single episode, as people are aware. Next up, she's a returning guest. It is Maddie Campion, straight out the sauna. Hello, Maddie.
Hello. How are you doing, Frizz?
I'm doing very well, thank you. What have you had for breakfast? That's what we're talking about on the show today.
I had an apple and one of my flatmates' cookies.
I thought you were going to say one of your flatmates. It's an alive type situation in Maddie Campion's house. And third and finally, our third guest is Julian Lee. Hello, Julian.
Hello, how are you doing? Hello, everyone.
Excellent. Have you all met before? Or
I've never met these 2 wonderful people before in my life, but I've met you several times.
You have, especially online. What did you have for breakfast, Julian?
I had scrambled egg on toast, and then I had homemade marmalade. Not made by me, but made by my girlfriend.
But made by your home, so it was still homemade marmalade. That's fine, right? I think we're all ready. We've got the guests, we've got the games prepared. It's time for round 1. What's in the box? What's in the box? Round 1, as you know, is called What's in the Box. I've got a slick black box. I've got an item in it. I'm going to go round our guests, and they're going to tell me what they think is in the box. They'll most likely be wrong, but then they have to debate why their guess was the closest. We're going to start with Cy, as he's brand new. Cy, what do you think is in the box today?
Dead frog.
Dead frog in a box. Can't go more simple than that. I like it. Julian, you enjoyed that answer, but what do you think is in the box?
A futon.
Oh, a futon. Sorry, I thought you meant like a foot-on, like a hard-on for your foot. That's all right. Let's hope we get no more answers lost in translation. So we've got a futon, we've got a dead frog. Maddie Campion, what is your guess?
Argentina.
The entire country of Argentina, because why the fuck not? We're going very whimsical with our answers today. And again, all the guests are wrong. Why does this keep happening? Today, it is in the box. It is a keyboard tie. Oh, it's a long one. Oh,
I could have guessed that.
You could have. This was part of my costume for the longest time. If I hold it like that, that's what I used to look like with my face in the background. But then comedy stopped. So I've not worn it in a long, long time. But Deaves, your answer was a dead frog. Why is your guess the closest?
Well, like a dead frog, as you point out, that is part of your stand-up costume, and like a dead frog, it is defunct. It's without proper use.
Okay, we're bordering on dead parrot sketch, and I don't want to be flagged for copyright here, but that is Cy's answer. Julian, your answer was a futon. Why is that the closest?
Well, I'd just like to mention first that if it had been a dead frog in a box, it would have croaked it. There you go. There's a joke from the 50s for you.
You know what? I hate doing this. Any good joke that arises from the situation gets an automatic point, and I hate giving them away.
See? Puns come in handy sometimes. A futon, well, that tie is obviously multifaceted, like a futon. A futon, you can sit on it, you can fold it down, you can sleep on it. You can move it up a ladder. You can do anything you want with a futon. But that tie is multifaceted. It is obviously a very dynamic fashion statement. It is a part-time musical instrument, and also it is a noose.
for this day and age. And what is a futon? Oh no, you were saying it's multifaceted. Very
Yes.
much so. Okay, nice little answer. But this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Maddie, why is my keyboard tie like Argentina?
Well, most people associate Argentina with music. Of course, there's the very classic musical Evita, which I don't think anyone's actually seen, but they all know the song "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." And like, if you were going to create Argentina in a Thai form, part of it would probably have a keyboard on it
to play the songs of Don't Cry For Me. You are right. Me being a massive bisexual, you'd think I'd seen every musical ever, but I've never seen Evita. I've seen the Simpsons parody of Evita, but I've never actually seen Evita myself. Those were terrible answers, everyone. Oh my God! No, genuinely, there was nothing that stuck out. I'm going to give, because usually one person gets 3 points, but I'm giving you 1 point each there, and Julian gets the bonus from his pun from earlier. Oh, what?
Fizz,
Yes, Julian.
How can you tell what star sign someone is from the capital of Argentina? When he's Aries.
And Julian loses his bonus point from earlier. Right, you're all on one apiece, everyone. It's time for round 2.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 2 is an acting game. It's called Thanks, I Hate It. I have asked my guests to bring on their own box with their own items in. They're going to pick an item out and gift it to another contestant. And then they are going to give me a monologue of why that is the worst gift they could possibly be given. They're offended by it, or why in this situation right now it's the worst gift they could possibly get. Julian's going to go first this round, which means his gift will be given by Sai. Sai, can you please tell me what you are gifting Julian today?
I'm going to give some Jungle Formula bug spray.
Jungle Formula bug spray. Julian, tell me why this is the worst gift you could possibly be given.
Well, you've given us bug spray, and as a Geordie, I'm obviously very good friends with Ant out of Ant and Deck. So if I use that bug spray, I can never go near Ant again because it'll cause risk to his health. And as he's a national treasure, how can I do that to him? And he's a close friend because all Geordies know all the other Geordies. So I think that is disgraceful. And it's almost like Geordie genocide. Simon, you should look at yourself in the mirror and just be nauseous at your very own sight.
Julian, that was a very decadent answer. Sorry, Ant and Deck answer. Next up, Maddie Campion, you're going to be given a gift from Julian. Julian, what is that gift?
I'm going to go for a sheep that looks like a monkey.
A sheep that looks like a monkey. Maddie, tell me why you're offended by this gift. Why it's the worst gift you could possibly be given.
Because animals shouldn't be, like, jungle animals and like farm animals shouldn't be intermingling. That is why we're all in this whole circumstance right now. So the slight implication that monkeys and sheep would be together, I don't want to know what kind of virus that would cause. So it's actually very offensive right now.
So we've first we had Geordie genocide, and now we've got animal apartheid. I love it. Please don't quote me saying I love apartheid in the comments below. Finally, Sai, you're going to be given a gift from Maddie Campion. Maddie, what is in your box that you're going to give to Sai?
A Swiss Army hammer. So this is a hammer that also comes with like tweezers and a bottle opener and a knife.
That's lovely.
And some scissors. A screwdriver.
Okay, I've never heard of this before, but a Swiss Army hammer. Sai, I think this is quite useful, but tell me why you're offended by this Swiss Army hammer.
Well, obviously, that is a very useful tool, especially in these times when we need to, we need to be prepared for any situation. However, that is the worst possible present you could give me because it shows that she's never paid any attention to me whatsoever, because otherwise she would know that I already had one. I bought it in Tesco a number of years ago for £5, so useless.
Well, was it not an Asda off-brand Army hammer?
No, it's from Tesco.
Okay. points to give out. It's usually 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. Julian for Geordie Genocide, I'm giving you 3 points. Maddie for Animal Apartheid, 2 points. Sai, I'm just giving you the 1 point. It's a very short answer. And plus, I don't believe you.
I'll
right.
go and get it.
Go get it for an extra point. Bonus round, everyone.
There you go.
That's incredible.
Julian, do you have any Swiss Army hammers or any jokes about the Swiss?
Well, I did take my pet lizard to a convention in Zurich last week. Imagine my shock when I walked in and it was just limp penis after limp penis. Turns out I'd misheard and it wasn't a reptile Swiss function.
Oh, Julian Lee. You can join Julian every Sunday at the UK Pun Off. I love puns. I absolutely love them. But what's even better is the incredulous leaps and bounds of logic you have to get to the punchline. It's like, oh, the other day I was visiting a zoo in Germany and it was on fire and one of the surviving members of the monkeys were there. And it's, oh my God, what? Here, Sai's back.
Yeah, I've embarrassed myself. It's actually at my parents' house in my music studio.
Right, for an extra point, go to your parents' house. The points are locked in there. It's time for round 3.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 3 is called the music round. Regular viewers of What's in the Box know that I collect CDs, compilation CDs around and have music. Today's one is a classic. It is Spandau Ballet, the Singles Collection. Ooh. And that's inspired me to write a new game called I Know This Much Is True or False. I have written a bunch of songs that are available on the Spandau Ballet Singles Collection. Some of them are completely made up. The other ones are genuine track titles that they released as singles. I'm going to ask our contestants to name a number between 1 and 9, and then I will tell them the track title, and they tell me if it's I know that much is true or I know that much is false. That's what they're going to have to reply. I'm going to start with Maddie on this round. Maddie, a number between 1 and 9.
7.
7. I'll die for you. That's not just a statement. That's what's written on the card. Did Spandau Ballet ever release a single called "I'll Die for You"?
Yeah.
They did not. That is, I know that much is false. Moving on to Sai.
I'll go number 1.
Number 1. Point to the sky.
It sounded like there's going to be more.
Point to the sky.
I mean, are you singing the song? Because that could be a hint. I'll go true.
Yeah, I know this much is false, I'm afraid. I think we're going through the false ones early. So, Julian, a number between 1 and 9.
Number 2, please.
Number 2, talk to me. These are all very instructional.
I thought I would have a bit of an advantage in this round being an older gentleman, but
at least you don't live with your parents. Correct. That is not a song. That is a point to Julian. We're back to Maddie. Number between 3 and 9.
3.
3. She loved like diamond.
She loved like diamond.
She loved like diamond.
I mean, it would be bizarre if you made a very strange. I'm just going to say true because if you wrote that title, you fooled me.
Correct. She loved like diamond. I don't know if you can see
mean?
that. There we are. So she loved
mean?
like. That is correct.
Nothing.
So that is a point from Maddie. Also, I just realised I've just shown all the track list to the camera. So best of luck remembering any of that. Sai, Deaves, number between 4 and 9.
8.
8. Kill or be killed.
Oh, well, that sounds like a message that Spandau Ballet would want to put out, so I'll say true.
Incorrect. Kill or be killed is not a Spandau Ballet song. Back to Julian. Number between 4 and 9. That's not 7 or 8.
4, please.
4. Muscle bound.
Well, till you're muscle bound. So that is, I know that much to be true.
It is true. Very good, Julian. And he even knew the song. Next up, Maddie, 5, 6, or 9.
6.
6. The Freeze.
Yeah.
It is. The Freeze is the song. Julian, can you sing us a bit of The Freeze?
I'm too cool to do that.
Puns are plenty. Deaves, 5 or 9?
I'm going to go 9.
9. I'll fly for you. Earlier we had I'll die for you, but is I'll fly for you a song?
I mean, I'm just going to go 3 for 3, try and get all 3 wrong, and I'm going to say true.
It is true. I know this much is
damn
true.
it.
That is genuinely a song. And finally, Julian, Instinction.
Yes, that's I know that much to be true.
You are correct,
It's my
Julian.
instinction. It's my instinction.
Wow.
So I had a bit of a head start on that round, to be fair.
Because I only knew Gold and True, and I'm a big fan of the 80s music. So, yeah.
Can I suggest you listen to one of my girlfriend's favourites, to cut a long story short, and one of my mid-80s favourites, Through the Barricades.
Okay, Google, play Through the Barricades. Okay, Google, stop. We're only allowed 5 seconds of copyrighted music, and oh, wasn't that great? That wasn't that great a song. We're moving on to round 4.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 4 is called Best Tool for the Job. My guests are now going to pull out an item from their box. Please pull out the item right now. We are going to find out what these items are, and then I'm going to suggest a problem towards them. And they have to prove that their tool is the best item for the job, for the problem to be solved. Can I see your item? Si, what is your item, please?
I have got a little dinosaur booklet from the Natural History Museum.
Very nice. Julian, what is your item?
Since lockdown, I've taken up jogging, and I just got these ordered some snazzy running socks yesterday.
Are they Paw Patrol?
No, not
They look like
It looks like the. When I edit this later, here is the Paw Patrol character I'm on about. Yes, it looks a lot like that. And
Yeah.
Maddie, what is your item?
steam microwave cleaner.
Okay, right. The problem that I'm going to put towards you is as follows. Boris Johnson suddenly announces a snap election, and the only person to be Prime Minister you believe is yourselves. Using your items, how are you going to win the next snap election, securing your place as Prime Minister of this country? The person in last place will go first this round, so they can get more points and hopefully be in the lead, which at the moment is Si. Si, you're a dinosaur from the Natural History Museum. Tell me, how are you going to win an election using this?
Well, I'm going to use this to highlight all of the problems in the current government. And I'm just going to shine it directly in Boris Johnson's face.
Maddie, tell me how you're going to use your item to become the next Prime Minister.
Well, what we've got right now is an unclean world. And I am going to be the one to clean it all. I'm organised, but I'm modern. So vote for me, because I will make things very convenient and easy and accessible for all, like a steam microwave cleaner.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And my slogan, fast acting formula.
Faff, as we know. Excellent. That was brilliant. Julian, your Paw Patrol running socks. Tell me, how are you going to become Prime Minister?
Well, as I'm going to be running for Prime Minister, I'm going to be pounding the streets, meeting the voters. I'm going to need the very best of hosiery and foot and ankle support so that I can meet all the people, show them that I'm going to make a difference and I'm going to last the distance. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So jog on, Boris Johnson.
These are very good. Oh, right. Points now. Maddie, for the sheer party political broadcast alone, I love that a lot. Julian, I got the vibes of you actually on the stage, using all your puns as Prime Minister. Even though it's a sensible thing like an election, the puns are still coming out. I'm giving you 3 points for that. And Si, I'm just giving you 2 points. I don't like weaponry. in my show. You could have been peace loving. You could have been a positive message, but just to deflect Boris Johnson with a glowing dinosaur. That's not my cup of tea. Those are the points locked in. It's time for round 5.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 5 is the quick fire round. I have asked my guests to prepare a specialist subject, and they are going to list as many things as they can from that subject in 23 seconds exactly. The person in first place always goes first, which means more time for other people to catch up, which at the moment is Julian. Julian, can I ask you what your specialist subject is?
Kevin Keegan era footballers for Newcastle United.
Okay, let me have a look. Kevin Keegan, football players for Newcastle United in 23 seconds. Here is Julian Lee starting now.
Peter Beardsley, Robert Lee, Woolfolk, Ginola, Alan Shearer, Andy Cole, Albert and Padsa Geordie, Keith Gillespie, Aspilla, Batty and Steve Watson, Warren Bolton, Steve Howie, Elliot and Paul Kitson, there's Soles, Scott Sellers, Shaka Randley Clark, Alex Matthew Huckabee, Peacock and Dave Kelly. That's about all I've got.
Very nice. And in 23 seconds exactly. Very good. And also someone got the memo that we stopped doing the We Didn't Start the Fire round a good 6 episodes ago.
Right. What was it supposed to be then?
Nothing, just listing them in 23 seconds.
Oh, right. Oh,
I actually prepared for the We Didn't Fire.
This is why I've stopped doing the We Didn't Start the Fire round, because people are writing songs. And fine. Maddie, anyway, you're in second place. What are you listing? I don't know, to the tune of We Didn't Start the Fire. Just list them. What are you listing?
Talk about gherkins to We Didn't Start the Fire.
Okay, here is Maddie Campion talking about gherkins, I guess. Starting now.
Gherkins, pickled and brine, you can eat them anytime. Sweet, sour, savory, put them in a burger. In the We Didn't Start the Fire. We ate gherkins for our appetite. We didn't start the fire. Lots of gherkins for a great tonight.
I've lost the will to live.
So, sorry, can I just add? So we just list things now. There's no other things.
Because otherwise you get Maddie Campion singing about gherkins for 23 seconds. This is what I was trying to avoid.
Why don't you just change the song every time so people?
Because then people will do what they just did then and said, "Oh, but I prepared for We Didn't Start the Fire." Well, that's both of you.
Also. You're saying it like it's a bad thing about me singing like some people would pay money for that, and also I might release it as a record, go to number 1, represent Britain in Eurovision, and who'll be laughing then?
Rule 1 is you can't use a previous tune, so that's
the exact same tune. I'm gonna get Bruce's opinion. And just you wait, guys. Just you wait. With that kind of cheek.
It's too hot. Anyway, Maddie, you ended up saying 4 things about gherkins.
I didn't.
4 points. You did. You said gherkins. Put them in me, and then you said
put them in brine. Sweet, savoury. That's 2 more things.
So that equals 4. 5, okay.
Time, day or night.
Not a thing about gherkins.
In burgers or in 7.
7, yeah.
I said 24 footballers, by the way.
You did. Oh my God! What? Oh yeah! I'm doing a game. Sai. What are you going to list? What are you going to list in 23 seconds?
I'm going to list characters from The Simpsons.
Brilliant. I love The Simpsons. You might get double points. Anyway, Sai, 23 seconds are starting now.
Homer, Bart, Marge, Maggie, Lisa, Apu, Ned, Maud, Reverend Lovejoy, Helen Lovejoy, Professor Frink, Comic Book Guy, Chief Wiggum, Ralph Wiggum, Martin Prince, Nelson Muntz, Dolph Kearney, Mo, Barney, Lenny, Cole.
Very good. That was easy, wasn't it, kids?
Worst list ever.
I tallied up the scores, everyone. In third place today with 17 points. And she's going to have a brilliant career as a number one artist. It is Maddie Campion.
Can I have my third place trophy?
Yes! Oh, my God. How you did? Was that in the box? Or do you just always have emergency pickles lying by your side?
These were hard to get. I had to queue like 30 minutes to get these bad boys.
In second place with 25 points, it is Deaves.
I'll take it. I was training for quite a long time.
Yes, I enjoyed that. Sai, whilst you're here, is there anything you have to plug?
I would very much like to plug my podcast, The Comedian's Tea Party with Deaves, where I talk to various comedians, actors, musicians, and all of the like, whilst we drink lovely cups of tea.
Lovely stuff. Maddie, hello. Anything you'd like to plug whilst you're still here?
Just my Twitter and accounts at Diary of a Maddie.
Excellent. All links in the description below. And the winner with 35 points, it is Julian Lee. Well done, Julian. Applause all round. Anything that you'd like to plug whilst you're here?
We do the UK Pun Off every Sunday. You can watch that on our Facebook page, UK Pun Off, or at Colin Lego, his Twitter page. And just briefly, I'm doing an online DJ set at 4 o'clock tomorrow, raising money for Marie Curie Hospice. That's from the Our Little Indie Nights page on Facebook. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. All links in the description below. One more time. My guests were Deaves, Julian Lee, and Maddie Campion. I've been Frizz Frizzle. Now can all the guests wave to the camera for 23 seconds as the credits play?
What's in the box?